All right, so the title of the video, it's not a lie, it's not clickbait, it's not exaggeration or anything like that. Roblox has actually decided to cancel all future permanently cancel all future egg hunt events. Now, I kind of figured that eventually I'd be making this video and talking about this. You know, egg hunts and egg hunt events have been a pretty big part of the channel. As a Roblox live streamer, I enjoy live streaming them. They're really fun to do, especially with you guys. Everyone comes together, hunts for eggs, and it's a fun little event. And obviously, over the past few years, I don't think it's too controversial to say that the egg hunt events have kind of gone downhill a little bit. I know that a lot of you guys actually started playing it probably last year or maybe even in 2019, so a lot of you guys probably don't remember the early Roblox egg hunts, and even me, I didn't start playing until 2016, so all the egg hunts before that, I don't even know about. But for the people unaware, Roblox egg hunts have been a thing since basically 2008. They've been a thing since a very long time, over a decade now. And my first egg hunt experience on Roblox was the 2017 egg hunt, and it was an amazing event, one of the best events Roblox has ever done. It was this giant game with quests and worlds that you could go into. It had music, it had boss fights, it had puzzles, and all the eggs were in this one game, and you went around and did all the quests, did all the puzzles with your friends, and it was awesome. I loved it. And then in 2018, they did the exact same thing, except they expanded it. You had this one giant game with an awesome soundtrack, with a storyline, with bosses, with quests, with all these worlds and characters. It was an amazing experience, the best event Roblox has ever done, in my opinion. And I think it's one of the only events that everyone kind of agrees that it's really good. Like, it had some problems here and there, but if you ask, you know, someone who played it, they're gonna probably say, yeah, that was a pretty good event. I like that. And then, of course, in 2019, Roblox changed up the egg hunts completely. Instead of having a standalone game experience event that the egg hunt was contained in, they switched everything over to dev hunts. Now, dev hunts are probably the thing you guys are most familiar with. Basically, how they work is you take 50 different developers, you take 50 or so eggs, you put one egg in each game, and then you have to go in all the games and do a puzzle or challenge in each game to get all the eggs. And not a lot of people really enjoyed it. It just wasn't as good as the 2017 and the 2018 one. And you know, everybody wished that Roblox would just go back to how they used to do it with 2020. But last year, as you guys probably know, they didn't. They did another dev hunt in 2020. And again, I don't think it's too controversial to say that last year's egg hunt experience and the whole event was it was a big mess. There was a lot of pay to win games in there. There was some games that you couldn't even complete if you're on mobile because mobile couldn't access the games. There was no theme to the event. There was no storyline to the event. Some of the games were broken. They didn't even work for days. There was some games that didn't work for days. So you couldn't even complete the whole event for days. You had to wait for the bugs to be fixed. It was a really big problem. And so going into this year, everyone kind of hoped again that Roblox would go back to the old way of doing it because that's what everyone seems to enjoy. And then, of course, in January, Roblox announced that they were doing another dev hunt in 2021. They put up this post here and were like, hey, who wants to be in this year's egg hunt? And that was basically the last we heard of the egg hunt. So going into this year's egg hunt, everyone kind of expected there to be another dev hunt experience. That's what Roblox talked about in the post they made back in January. But then suddenly, about a month ago, everyone realized, hey, there's not going to be an egg hunt. It got canceled. Roblox canceled it for some reason, and they replaced it with the Metaverse Champions event. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about the Metaverse Champions event because I'm sure you guys have played through it. You know what it is. But it's basically like an egg hunt, except there's no eggs and there's 180 games instead of 50, and there's some weird mechanics to it, and honestly, it's kind of a mess too. I'll talk more about the Metaverse event here at the end of the video, but basically today, this is the final week of the Metaverse event and a special item unlocked in the event. So the Egg of Non-Existence, the tiny Egg of Non-Existence is an item that you can get in the hub of the Metaverse Champions event today. And I'm just going to put up footage from Dieter Plays' video in the background because he's honestly just the best at getting these things, just the, you know, footage in the background. You know how it is. Anyway, it's the only egg in the event, and it is the last egg that will ever be a part of the Roblox egg hunt. This is it. That's the last egg right there. There was a lot of news that came out today from Connor 3D, who works on testing with Roblox. He helps test a lot of these events. And then Dieter Plays himself, basically announcing that this is going to be the last egg. Roblox is done with egg hunts forever. This is it. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking, why are they doing this? Well, and I don't really want to get too much into this. I'm sure it's a little bit more complicated than this, but the official reason, according to Dieter Plays, I believe he talked about this in a live stream. The official reason goes something along the lines of Roblox doesn't want to do egg hunts anymore because egg hunt is related to Easter, and Easter is a holiday that not everyone around the world celebrates. Only really Western countries are really big on Easter. There's a lot of countries that don't do Easter, and some that do Easter, but they don't do egg hunts, so it's kind of a mixed bag. And basically, Roblox wants to replace the egg hunt with an event like Metaverse Champions that isn't related to egg hunts. They just want to make it a kind of a generic event so that everyone is included in it. Okay, so my thoughts on this. I don't really understand. Like, you know, I know a lot of people are going to say Roblox never listens to us, and to some degree that's true, and in some ways they do. Like Roblox recently fixed the VIP servers for mobile. Mobile players couldn't join VIP servers via links, and they fixed that. They listened to us, they fixed it, which is awesome. But despite everybody complaining about the egg hunt being bad and the event being bad for years, Roblox kind of went ahead and just canceled it anyway. They have to realize that not everyone's going to like this. A lot of people, most people are not going to like this decision, but they did it anyway. And I imagine the reason why they did it anyway is money. It's because of money. So the problem with like a big Roblox event like the 2017 Egg Hunt or the 2018 Egg Hunt or the Egg Hunts in the past, even prior to that, is that they cost Roblox money to do them. An event like this, they cost Roblox really nothing. All they have to do is say, hey, developers, you do all the work, and then we'll put up a page on roblox.com that says there's an event, and then there you go. So Roblox doesn't have to do anything anymore. They just sit back and all the developers do all the work. Now, obviously, this leads to a lot of issues. Again, this event is an absolute mess. And look, I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying this kind of stuff because I'm in the STAR program. But this event has been an absolute mess, and I'll explain why. So the whole point of the Metaverse Champions event is you pick a team, right? You pick a team, all right, and you complete games to get badges, and all the badges that you get go towards that team, all right? The team with the most badges at the end of the event gets a special item made for that team. That's the entire point of the event. You want to get the most badges for your team, so your team gets a special item themed around your team. That's the whole point. Now, with that idea in mind, there are games on certain teams, not all teams, that are pay to win. There's some games that take you over 4 hours to complete. There's some games that literally just give you the free badge. There's some games you can't do on mobile, and man, there's some games that are even buggy. And so what has happened is you have some teams that are just at a disadvantage to all the other teams. Like, for example, Ren, he's never going to win. His games take a lot more work to do than someone like AJ or someone like Sparks. It is impossible for Ren's team to win. It has always been impossible for his team to win. It has not been fair from the get-go because the games haven't been fair. A lot of the developers, not all the developers, there's been some great games and great developers in this event, but there's been some developers like Power Simulator 2 here. This badge here, it takes over like 2 hours to do. And the reason why it takes over 2 hours to do is because developers get paid. They get money based on how long premium players stay in their game. So if you're a premium player and you play their game, they get money. So what some of the developers have done here is they've completely just disregarded the event. They don't care about the event. They don't care about the experience. They don't care about the players or anything like that. They have made it take as long as possible in their game so that they get a lot of money from the event. And I think this is just, it's making events not fun, right? I understand developers need to get paid. I understand it's important for developers to get money, but I don't think it should come at the expense of the player and the experience of the event. Right? Like, the event should come first, the player should come first, not how much money developers are making. Making money as a developer is important, but it should not come before the player experience. And it's really that simple. That's the reason why this event is kind of meh. There's a lot of games that just tried really hard, and that's really awesome. And then there's some games that just didn't. And because of that, it kind of screwed up the whole point of the event. It screwed up the whole team aspect of it. And now it's like, okay, well, you know, cool. We get an Arthro bundle, and nobody really likes Arthro. So cool, I guess. And then we get something at the end, and we don't even know what it is yet. I guess we have to wait and see. And that's the other issue, is like with the egg hunts, we got like eggs to wear on our head. We got all these eggs. And with this event, we get nothing. We don't know what we get. We get one item at the end of the event, and we don't even know what it is. Roblox wants us to play through all of these games for over a month long, and we don't even know what we're going to get at the end of it. We have no idea. They didn't say. So it could be something completely worthless, and at the end of the event, we're just going to feel like we got scammed. Like, oh, I did all that, you know, all that work, and I spent all that time in here, and now I got nothing from it. Amazing. Sorry, I kind of got off on a rant on the Metaverse Champions event. Yeah, I don't really like it, dude. I don't like it. It feels like a chore. It feels like I'm doing chores. It feels like a task list. It's just it's not fun. But going back to Roblox canceling egg hunts, this is what it's going to be in the future. This is what we've got. There's no more egg hunts unless Roblox dramatically changes their mind, and I don't think they will, because again, it doesn't cost them money to do an event like this. It costs them money to do an egg hunt. And look, I get it. Roblox needs to make money. They're a business, they're a game studio, they're expanding, I get it. But I think in some situations, the player experience should come first, and I feel like the egg hunt is such a core part of Roblox that not having it takes away part of Roblox. It takes away part of what makes Roblox special, right? Like, there's some games out there that do certain things, and they're known for those things. And Roblox is known for the egg hunt. That's what it's known for. Even if you don't play Roblox all the time, you know about the egg hunts in Roblox. And now they're gone. And it sucks. It really, really sucks. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I'm not too happy about this decision. Apparently we're going to get another Metaverse Champions event later this year. I hope it's not a mess. It probably will be. The last three dev hunts have been. I'm not even upset anymore. I'm just disappointed, because I know Roblox can do awesome things. They've done it in 2017. They've done it in 2018. I know they can do it now, but they just choose not to, and it's disappointing. But anyway, that's my rant. That's my video. I'll see you guys later for a brand new live stream. I'm going to go cry now. And amazing.